Hi, have you ever had this problem where a child takes one of these harmonicas, blows it, and it sounds like this? Yes, you have. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to take the back off one of these. So the tools for the job you need are that, one pen, and then something else that's going to be handy a bit later on is one of those, some kind of a feeler gauge. You could probably get away with just a piece of paper, but let's first of all we'll go with that. Right, how do we get the back off? Okay, there are 4 lugs at the back here. They're the same colour as the lid, so you can see they're white colour. There's one, there's the next, can you see it in there? There's the next one, there's the next one. So we need to just push those out of the way and the lid will come open. So I'm just going to use the very tip of the pen there, push it in like that, so this second part of the pen just pushes it open. See the gaps come up now? Next one. Sounds like it's broken, but it's not. You can just encourage it up a bit more there, and maybe just give it a bit of a tweak. And I'm just going to trap my finger there in so that it holds it open. Okay, here's the third one now. Coming up nicely, and here's the fourth one. There we go. And now we've got the lid off. That's the lid off. Now these things here, they're the ones that hold the reed plate in place. There's nothing else that holds it in place. When you're putting it back together, you put this end in first because it has a lip. Can you see that? And that just goes inside first of all, and then at that point you would just press it down. Right, so we've got the lid off. There's the lid off. There's the reed plate. Now it can only go in, it can't go in that way because this part here has to sit against those. There's the cutout bit. That cutout bit has to go in there. Now quite often you'll see that these things are broken. They'd be cut at the base of them. Right down there will be actually cut, and that's because this reed plate has travelled at high velocity, and as it's been thrown against the wall or something, it's hit the deck like that and it's broken them. At that point the harmonica is free to travel back and forth. The reed plate, sorry, is free to travel back and forth within this box, which means that whereas the reeds are supposed to vibrate within these 2 slots here, I don't know if you can see that. You can see it's got these 2 slots. The reed has to be situated above that in order to travel. So if the reed plate has shifted one way or the other, it just doesn't work. Alright, so we can just drop him back in, and then if I hold it down there and there without touching the reeds, I could play it just as it just plays normally. Okay, so it's the first reed, hole 1, which is the problem one. Hole 1 blow. So let's take that aside. I don't know what's wrong with this, but let's have a look. Let's see which is the blow reed first of all. That's the draw reed, you can hear that's Dum D. So the blow reed must be that one. And you can actually hear very clearly that it's just going plunk instead of... Oh yeah, that's right, it's stuck in there now. Can you see that? It's actually stuck in there. So we'll get it out again. So that would indicate to me that the reed has somehow... It's not going through the slot properly, it's shifted. And just looking through it, I think it's moved too much that way. So I can sort of try and encourage it back in. Oh, well, that seems to be it fixed. That looks like it's fixed. So we'll put him back in there and blow him. Oh, well, that seems to be perfect working order now, so I'll test the others. Alright, well, there you go. Perfect working order, didn't take much. So I'll put that in first. Okay, there we go, job done. You might come across where the reed has gone out of tune. So on this particular one, hole 2 blow has gone flat. Sounds quite groovy actually. So it sounds like this. Instead of, with this one, so it's hole 2 blow, should be an E, it's gone to an E flat. So let's see if we can fix that. I don't know if we can or not. It might be simpler just to get a new one at this point. Now let's pop these off as before. Oop, go. That's it. Number 2, number 3, number 4. Push them off. Okay, there's the inside. So it was 2 blow, wasn't it, that's gone flat. There's the D, so that's 1 draw. That's the F, so that's 2 draw. So the culprit is this guy here. Just want to open the gap a wee bit so that I can get this underneath. It could well be metal fatigue and that's on the way out, but let's try it anyway. So I'm supporting the reed, and to reduce the weight of the reed, to reduce the pitch, I need to reduce the weight. So I'm just going to, don't know if you can see that, I think so. Just want to file the free end let's see if that'll do it. Blech. This reed feels pretty dead to me. In fact, I think it's got no life to it at all. I would say that is probably about to break off. Yeah, there you go, it's broken off. So there's a good example of a metal fatigued reed. It shouldn't have gone flat like that. It was obviously some manufacturing fault. It's broken off. Time for a new harmonica. There you go, that's the end of that lesson.